what time it is. It is time for our Tuesday tips on nurturing your child's mental health. So hopefully you all can hear me okay. I do have some work going on in the background, but we are going to go ahead and jump right into our Tuesday tips. And thank you all for those of you who are joining us live and who will check us out afterwards. So our first tip for today is to recognize that behavior is communication. So the way that your child is behaving is a form of them communicating what is really going on to you. So if you can shift your perspective a little bit and think about what behavior it is that you're seeing and what your child might be trying to communicate to you with that behavior, then that can inform your response. And then in turn, help your child feel supported. The next tip for today is to create family rituals, such as gatherings or special activities, or it may be something that's related to a particular holiday or to a particular season. And I'm going to go a little deeper on that. So family rituals can provide a sense of security, identity, and belonging for your children. It can help children feel safe during uncertain or changing times. And of course, we know that we are experiencing that right now, right? So we still have some uncertainty and certainly some changing times going on as a result of the pandemic and other things happening in the external world. So having these family rituals in place can just provide an extra layer of security for ourselves and for our children. So I'll list out just some examples because you don't have to overthink this, right? So it could be something as simple as a special handshake or a greeting that you do with your child. And it can be different for each child because it can be individualized to them. And it could be something that's, crazy or silly or fun, but it's something that you always do on a regular basis. It could be a code word that you use that only you and your child know what that means. It could be your own rules that you created for a game that you all like to play. It could be a common interest that you have with your child, and it's something special that you do together. The key is for it to be done on a regular basis, so it is a ritual or a routine that they can count on, that they know is going to occur, right? So it might be family movie night or family game night. It could be something that's handed down from generations. So I know that when my husband and I first got married, my mom's maiden name is Love, right? So I'm part of the Love family, literally. And I remember him saying that he had never experienced someone's family like getting together and having as many special events as the Love family has, right? So there's particular things that we have done as the Love family that have been going on for years. So we have like a special family church service that's annual that we do. We have a gathering where we get together in the summer, and these are like outside of the actual like family reunion. So these are just like things that we know as part of the Love family, they're going to happen. And we know that we're going to gather and fellowship, right, and feel supported by our family members. So that's just one example of a family ritual that you could create. And of course, you create something that resonates with you and your family. So I want to say hello. I noticed I have some people that have joined on Instagram. So a shout out to Erica and Sarisha, I hope I'm saying that right, and then also ancestral story healing. I appreciate you all joining. So that was my second tip, right, around family rituals. The third tip for today is to get to know the individual behind your child. So as parents, as a mom, I know when I look at my daughters, I just think of them as like my little people. They're not little anymore, right? They're 17 and 19. But I think of them from that view of being my children. And I have to realize that they are growing up as teenagers. And even when they were younger, like their whole identity is not just being my child, right? They have their own identity. They exist as individuals, as human beings. So we want to be able to look past, what we see as just our child, but also get to know them as individuals, as their own unique person. And that is a form of respect, and it helps to boost our child's confidence and gives them a level of comfort in being themselves and being able to identify with themselves. All right, so I'll just quickly review those 3 tips again. So we have recognize that behaviors are a form of communication. So when you see a behavior in your child, what is it that they're really trying to communicate to you? The second tip, create family rituals. These can help to provide a sense of security, identity, and belonging for our children, particularly in changing times and times of uncertainty. And it doesn't have to be anything like really involved. It can be something simple that you and your child do. Number 3, get to know the person behind your child, who they are as individuals. So those are our tips for today.